19-year-old Charlie Maddock talks us through how she first became involved in the sport of Taekwondo.
I did kickboxing first since I was like 5 years old, and then I transferred to Taekwondo about 2 years ago. My dad set up a fighting chance thing, and I didn't know at first, and then he just said, look, I put an application form in for you. Do you want to just go and try it? And I thought, why not? I didn't expect to get in, and then I got offered the place for phase 3, and I was just yeah, why not? I've been doing Taekwondo for 2 years, so I thought the first year on the circuit it was just a tester, but it's just I seem to be doing really well and getting my ranking points.
In order to compete at the highest level, Charlie goes through a tough fitness regime.
I train Mondays to Fridays, and it's at least 3 to 2 times a day. 3 times a day is a normal day, 2 times a day is a rest day. And then on a Saturday I do my own cardio for fat loss, sprints, running intervals, circuit training, anything to get a sweat up, really.
Her father, Dave Maddock, is also her former coach as well as her role model.
1, 2, back, 1, 2, back, 1, 2, back, boom, boom. That's what she said. Yeah? She was a 7 times world champion kickboxer, so kickboxing level. Then she went over to Taekwondo. She didn't go to Taekwondo at national level. She didn't go over and to compete at national tournaments. She went over to compete against Olympians. Her first tournament was against Olympians, world champions, European champions, and she took out a few Olympians in her first tournament. So she hasn't just learnt a new sport, she's gone at the upper echelons of the sport and is competing and winning.
Charlie has more than a number of trophies to show for her career so far and has won 3 gold medals in 2014 alone. This has caught the eye of the Olympic bosses, and she has now been called up to represent Team GB at this summer's European Games.
This is my first major, and then the amount of points that you get you into the Grand Prix, and if you get into the Grand Prix, it's gives you more points to hopefully get to the Olympics. I'm just taking each competition as a step at a time, and if it's my time, it's my time.
We got a letter with the Olympic rings on. It's big realisation. Wait a second, and that her bosses didn't pick her. She was picked by the Olympic board, so she had to meet their criteria and be good enough. And so 7 were chosen to go. Jay Jones, one of them, gold medalist in Olympia. So Charlie's one of them. After less than 2 years in Taekwondo, she's on a plane. I know she goes on a plane and fights with Jay Jones all over the world, but this is going to a major tournament, which, if she medals or podiums at the World or the European Games, she's got a very, very, very good chance of getting to Rio.
Dave is also a particularly proud parent.
Always proud. It's not just about the winning. We see how she overcomes and what she goes through to win, or to compete, or do well, or even just to get on the plane, to be picked to get on the plane to go to that tournament, or so proud doesn't even cover it. And it does choke you. It really does. Everything she does chokes you. And because we feel every emotion that she feels, because we want to, and we always have done.
He also talked about his own personal transition from being Charlie's coach back to being just dad.
I'd rather pass the flame on and watch the flame grow than watch the flame go out. And that is a father side, the coach letting go. So now I'm a dad. So she won't let me really pick up the pieces. I don't think she wants to. I think she wants the dad back, because it's been dad coach for all her life.
And a successful year for Charlie could mean a spot at the 2016 Rio Olympics.
Her goal has got to be to get to Rio, to be an Olympian. I say to her, just be an Olympian. Just to be an Olympian, to be one of the chosen few to go.
It's crazy, it's all unthinkable, but it's like that's where I want to be. I'm driven for that. But like I said, like each competition at a time, like that's what I'm focusing on, each target for each competition.
Even I thought, well, okay, maybe not Rio, maybe Tokyo, because I know it's an uphill battle, but I just wanted to be an Olympian. I just wanted to experience her true potential. Whether she medals or not, she's already won for me then. Just get on that plane to Rio, and I get on the plane to Rio as well. So that's even better.
Charlie has since competed in her first ever World Championships, losing out in the quarter-finals to China's Wu Jingyu. After picking up valuable experience, she is now back training hard and is in the final stages of preparation for the European Games. She sent me this video message.
My experience in my first ever World Championships for Taekwondo was really nerve-wracking, but exciting at the same time. Like, you can't describe that feeling when you walk onto the mat ready to fight and you've done everything that you could do to leading up to it, and all you want to do is just go out there and enjoy it. Obviously, it wasn't my day, but getting into the quarterfinals of my first World Championships and fighting some really top class fighters was great experience for me. I went on the mat that day and felt like I could enjoy it, and because I did everything that I could for the preparation leading up to it. Even though this time I didn't come away with the gold, I learnt a lot of lessons that I'm going to put in to play for the European Games that are coming up soon.
It's quite remarkable just how far Charlie has come in such a short period of time. She will now have her sights set on the European Games and achieving enough ranking points to book her a ticket to Rio. Whether she does or not, it's clear Taekwondo's young star has a very bright future. Dan Brennan, Maddock's Martial Arts Gym, Hanley.